When the customer visits our site, one way in which we can make navigation easier for the customer is by adding product tags. These product tags will help customers identify products that have a related name to that one product that they are searching for. For example, if I may navigate to our site, if you look at this product and the product detail of this product, you can see this section that have the name tags. So if I click formal shoes, what you notice is I get any other product that has a tag name formal shoes. In this case, it's zero drop Oxford shoe and the Nero Davis Brown. If it's shirts, then it will get all shirts that have a related name. The same case happens when I click on the tag name men. When I click on men, I get all other items, all other products that have a similar tag name as men. We have the same zero drop Oxford shoe. We have foreman Chelsea boot. We have just slippers. Also, in addition to that, I added this good filter, like if it's formal shoes. If I click formal shoes, then you see we filter our product that have a name formal shoe. We are going to deal with that filter feature later, but the most important part here is the part whereby we getting all these related products with a similar tag name. Now, according to Google defines a tag name as defines product tagging in e-commerce as attaching descriptive labels, attributes, properties, and keywords to products, making them easily searchable and categorized. Now, these tags include elements like the size, the color, the brand of that particular product, which helps customer find what they are looking for easily. Now, like in this case, a simple example can be a red shirt. In the case of our app, a simple example, it's like men, maybe sneaker shoe, maybe slippers. If I add a product called slippers, I also want under these slippers, I also want to add a tag name that is related to this one slipper. For example, this slipper can be for men, so a tag name I would use it's men. This slipper can be like a guest sleeper. It can be just sleepers. So if I just click sleepers, I will get all products that have that tag name sleepers. So to do this implementation, it's quite simple. What we are going to do is we are going to work with something called Django Target. So to work with Django Target, we are going to install Django Target. So just go to your to your search and search is Django Target. Just search for Django Target, then go to this site, click on Django Target, then copy this part of the code, pip install Django Target, that is, then on your app, on the terminal, in this case, this is our app, just install that app, just install that package rather. So it's pip install Django Target in this case. I've already done this installation, so I'm not going to do the installation again. Now, once the installation has been done, go to settings.py. We want to register that package in our installed apps. So go to settings.py. In this case, I go to settings.py. Then under installed apps, add target, like the way I've done it over here. Target. Now, once that has been done, we want to add tag to our model. In this case, we want to add it to the class product. So just go to models. Before we add it to the class product, you want to do one importation. This is the importation you want to do. So just say from target dot managers from target dot managers you want to import taggable manager like that. From target.manager, managers import taggable manager. I've already done the importation. Once that importation has been done, then scroll down to your class product. We want to use that taggable manager. So under class product, add a new field called tags and say tags is equals to that taggable manager. And then you also want to add an attribute blank is equals to true, meaning that under this product, this tags field can be empty. So just type it the same way I've typed it over here. Tags is equals to taggable manager, blank is equals to true. Now, once that has been done, the next thing we are going to do is to go to our views and write a view function to get all those tags. So in this case, what I did is I defined a view function called tag list. So I said define tag list, then of course pass request. Then we also want to set an initial tag slug. We want to set the tag slug is equals to none. That is, if you don't have a tag slug, on our URL, there will be no tag slug. In this case, a tag slug is, let me show you by example. This is a tag slug, this sleepers, this name sleepers is our tag slug, this is the tag slug. So if it was men, if I say men's, if I say men on that tag slug, then I get all items, in this case, all shoes that have a tag slug men. So define tag list request with we create a tag slug. And another, if I can also explain this tag slug a little bit more, in most cases it's when you see like we pass, let's say request, then ID, you say ID or something like CID. It's the same case, but in this scenario we passing the name tag slug, so it's nothing big of a deal over there. I hope that's understandable. Then after that, the first thing we do is we get all the products from our class product. You remember this class, we want to get all these objects from our view function. We call them objects. So we say product dot objects dot filter. In this case, I'm using filter because I only want to get the products that have a status published. So I'm saying product dot objects dot all those objects dot filter. I want to filter all the products that we set to have a status published. We already did this initially. If you are following this and you haven't been following what you have been doing, so to get all these products, alternatively, you can just say product dot objects dot, I think it's dot all or dot, oh my god, I forgot. Let's see. Yeah, it's dot all. So it's product dot objects dot. Where is it? Yeah. Product dot objects dot all. You can just do this. In this case, what we are saying is we set a variable name products, and then from our model product, we get all those objects because those are the ones that we are going to be showing on the page tag.html, which we are going to create in a few. Or alternatively, if you have been following what you've been doing, just follow the same format I've done here. I only want to get the products that have a status published from our site. Now, once that is done, also something else you don't have to run this, but I show you how I did this, but you don't have to run this part. You don't have to run this part. This is the most important part. This products is the most important part. Then after that, I say if tag slug, if we have a tag slug, then what we want to do, if we have a tag slug, then I set a name, tag is equals to get object of 404. So I'm using get object of 404 method, get object of 404 tag slug is equals to tag slug. Then I'm also saying product is equals to products.filter tags in tag. Okay, so let me explain this part. Yeah, I'm saying if tag slug, if we have a tag slug, Then I set a variable name called product, called tag. Under this tag, I'm using the method get object of 404. I get that tag or I get none. I get that tag, or if that tag is not available, rather, I pass a 404 error. Then under that tag, I want to get that tag slug, this tag slug. So I'm setting the name slug is equals to tag slug is equals to tag slug. And then initially I set the tag name to none. Tag name is equals to none. Please set this or else you get an error. Tag is equals to none. Then I say if this tag now if tag slug if the tag slug has been provided, I want to get that tag slug or I pass a 404 error. Then this part, I say product is equals to product.filter tags in tag. Here what we are saying is, once I get all those products with the tag slug, I only want to get the products that have that tag slug. So to do that, I'm saying products.filter tags in tag. I filter all those products that have this tag. I hope that's understandable. Then one part I probably haven't explained is this part, this tag. This tag is a built-in, I don't know what to call it, a Django package that is provided once you install Django Target. So to get this tag on top, here on top, I want you to import this tag like they have done it over here from Target. So it's from target.models. From target models, you want to import tag like that. You want to import tag. Also, I hope you had imported product from core.models. You had already done this. Make sure you also have imported product. This product, it's from our app. In this case, our app is called core. From core.models, import product. If you haven't done this, do this. Or if you're working with a different app, just from your app, you import the product that has the tag. I hope that's clear. Also, I also hope you have get object of 404 to get it. It's from Django.shortcuts, whereby we import redirect, render, and this also import get object of 404. Then after that, where is it? Where's tags? Line 145. Then after that, the only thing we are remaining is passing the context. So under context, we pass products. Of course, we pass products, and also we also pass tags. If you wrote this deal of the day part of the code, you can also pass it. But like I said, you don't have to pass it. But I'll show you why I passing it over here. Although I think we have already done this. Then what you want to do is you want to render this tag list. So I say return render request core tag.html. We haven't created this tag.html, but we're going to create it in a few. Then I also pass context. This means once I get that tag slug, where do I want to redirect the user after we get the tag slug? We want to redirect that user to a page called tag.html. So once we create a view function, of course, the next thing we do is we create a URL to map this tag list. So just go to your URLs and then just create this path the way I've created it over here. So I say path, then of course, bracket products slash tag slash then that tag slug. Products, this URL, products slash tag, then the tag slug. The tag slug we get in product slash tag, then we get the tag slug using the slug method. We get this tag slug. I hope it's clear. Then of course we get a tag list from our views. So I just say views.tag list. Then name, I set the name to tags. Make sure you set this name to tags. You set this name to tags. It's going to be important. Now, once that has been done, the next thing we're going to do is, I think it's create this tag.html. So under the core app or whatever app you're creating it on templates, In our case, it's templates. Then we create another folder called core to identify all HTML that are in the core app. So in my case, under the core folder, just right click or just under it, create a new file and call this file tag.html. Tag.html. Just create a file called tag.html. Now, once that has been done, this code, copy the code we did on product deep, no, not product, on product list. This code we wrote on product list, just copy and paste it, copy all of it, Control C, then paste this code on tag.html and paste it over here. Now, if you don't have this part of the code, maybe I can just explain a little bit on what this tag.html means. The most important part in this code is this part whereby we are getting one product from all those products. Let me explain this. On views, remember, under tag list, we said products is equals to product.objects.filter. We got all the objects that have a status published, or if you did not pass this, it was product.objects.all. You got all those products. And then under this if statement, you said product is equals to product.filter tag in tags. You got all those products that have this tag name. So what we want to do is we are using these products, it's what we are using. That's what we want to get under tag.html. So that's why I'm saying this is the most important part. Even if you don't have like the rest of the code on your code, just pass this for loop and say, and this for loop, you're passing it on one product. In this case, it's this one product, and then we get all this all product. I hope you know how to work with for loops. So we are saying for P in products, in this one product, this is the product. You can see it's a div column, this one product, and then I end for P in products. Then of course you get those details of that product. This is the image. Here get the image. Here get the percentage. Here get the category title. You get the title of this product, and other details related to that product, including the price. And in this case, you also got the old price. If you have been following along, we have done this already. So I hope that is clear. In case you're not following this, just remember you just loop through that one product to get all the details of that one product like the way you have been doing it. The most important part here is this for P in products because you're using this product. I hope that's clear. So once that has been done, the next thing we want to do is we want to go to product detail. Why? Because now under product detail, if I click on, let's say, zero drop Oxford shoes, this is the product detail. You can see, you remember how we created this. We want to display the tags under that product details. And also we want to provide the URL. That is when we click on one of the tags, for example, for more shoes. You see, we are redirected to tags.html, and that path is products tags. Then the tag flag, in this case, is former shoes. And then we get all those products with that tag flag. So under product details, this is what we want to pass. So to do that, just go to product details. So in this case, product details. Then the location whereby you want to place the tag. In my case, it's just below the add to cart button. You can see I have these tags. Then I provided the tags just below it. In my case, I just go to where I have located it. So it's just below. So it's this part. It's this under this unordered list class. So to get those tags, I say if p.tags. Of course, I use the first thing I do is I use an if tag, an if statement rather. So it's if p.tags. If or in just simple, yeah, of course, if p.tags, then I want to get all those tags. So to get the tags, I'm getting them in form of a list. So I'm saying for tag in p.tags.all, for one tag in p.tags.all, then if p.tags, it's if p.tags, where is it? Then I get all those tags. So for p in p.tags.all, what I want to do is I want to get the tag name. So I say tag.name, tag.name, tag.name. Then I end my loop. So it's an add for. Then just before I end my loop, I have this comma. You can see I have a comma over here. The reason why I have it, it's this part. Let me just enlarge this. I hope you can see. You can see it's men's, comma, then formal shoes. Then I have a comma here at the end. Here at the end, that means if another tag is added related to this shoe, then it will just be appended with a comma at the end of it all. Pretty cool, eh? Then after that, then we get those tags. Then also something else you notice, we have this URL. Of course, this URL is to redirect us to the tag.html. So I'm saying href URL course tags. Then this course tags. Yeah, we pass the name tags. That's what you're saying, right? We are providing it like that. Tags. Then I want to get the tag slug, so I'm saying tag.slug. It's quite simple. Now once that has been done, then everything should render correctly the way it's rendering over here. If I click formal shoes, I get the formal shoes. Pretty good. Yeah, that's it for this tutorial. If I can just give a quick recap to make sure that you have understood everything and you have done everything like the way I've said it. Initially, make sure you install Django Target. You're going to use this Django Target package or app or whatever they are called. Django Target, yeah, it's an application, this app to deal with tags. So it's pip install Django Target. Make sure to install it via your terminal, whatever the way you install it. Once that has been done, go back to your app under settings. Under settings, make sure you add target like they have done it over here. Under installed app status, then go to your models. On your models, the first thing you do is you import taggable manager. So imported, we have imported it over here. So it's from target.managers, you import taggable manager. Then once you have done the importation, under the class product, use taggable manager and create a new field called tags. So say tags is equals to taggable manager, and also set the attribute blank is equals to true. Once that has been done, go to your views.html. Make sure to import tag from target models. So just say from target.models, import tag. And also make sure you have imported product, the class product. If you have not imported that, if using another class on your model, make sure to import it also. Then we create our function. In this case, the view function we created is called tag list. We said we define tag list, then we passed request, and then we initially set tag slug is equals to none. Then from our product class model, in this case, I'm getting all those products that have a status published. If you want to get all the products, just say product.objects.all. They will all work the same, but in my case, I will only get the product that have a status published. Then here I set a tag is equals to none. If you don't have a tag, then you're not going to use it. Then I say if tag slug, if we have a tag slug, I want to get the tag slug. To do this, I say get object of 404. Make sure to import get object of 404. That is from Django.http, no, rather from Django.shortcuts, import get object of 404. Then here I get all the products that have this tag flag. Then I pass products and tag flag under context. Also, this deal of the day, the one I was telling you about, it's this part. That's what I was telling you not to bother about it the most. If I just click on one of these, this is the deal of the day. It's not that important. The most important part we are dealing with is this tags part. Then under context, you pass products and tag. Then also remember to return render request call, then tag.html, then context. Then after that, create a HTML file called tag.html, whereby we will redirect the user to that page, tag.html. Before you go to tag.html, remember to create a URL that maps this tag list. So just go to URLs. In my case, URLs. Then however you pass in the URLs, in my case, I'm passing it's a path. Then I want my URL to have I want to append the tag flag with these names on that URL. That is the products slash tag. Then that tag flag. Then I get the tag flag rather. Then I say views.tag flag. Then I say the name to tags. Now once that has been done, create a tag.html on where you get all the products, because I have a similar implementation. In this case, it was my product list. Just copy all this code and paste it to tag.html. If you don't want to use that approach and you're just watching this to test how to use tag, just loop through one product the way you are looping it. In my case, I'm just using one column. You can see this one column with all those product details, and then I'm saying for P in products, then I end that loop to get all those. So I just get one of them, and then from that one I get all of them. This is quite easy, and we have done this implementation. Now once that has been done, under product details, make sure to pass this exactly the way I have passed it over here. Just say if p.tags, under that list, if p.tags, make sure to enclose that list with an end if p.tags, then end if we have tags, this if p.tags, if we have tags, then they are going to show. If you don't have those tags, then nothing is going to show. So if p.tags and if, now between the tags, between this if statement, provide this list class, then I'm saying for tag in p.tags.all, here I get all those tags, then I pass a URL that when I click that URL, I'll get all those products that have the slack, and then here I pass the tag name. Then I also pass a comma before I end my for loop. I think that's it, and I hope everything is clear now. And thank you for watching.